We live in a world of self-help. I mean, think about it. Bookstores are filled with audio, CDs, DVDs, books on how to have your best life yet. How to be the best person you can be. How to fix your relationships. How to feel good about yourself. How to love yourself. It's all about loving ourselves, right? Feeling good about ourselves. Fixing things that are wrong. You know, empower yourself. Uplift yourself. Go to the bookstore and get a book. It's all about taking care of ourselves. And amazingly, we make ourselves the center of it. But you know, when you come out here, you begin to realize that you're not the center of the universe. It's not about you. It's not about how you can love yourself more. It's not about creating your best life now. Those are lies and deceptions. And all that does is create a confidence of false security and a feeling of false self-sufficiency. I mean, I live off the grid. And of course, it's all about being independent and self-sufficient, right? But I couldn't do it without God. And when you're standing in a place like this, you begin to realize that there's nothing here between us. It's just you and the Lord. That's it. It's you and the Lord. And when you come to a place like this, you begin to realize that continual dependence doesn't come from a book of self-help, a book of how to become confident, a book of how to become self-sufficient, a book of how to improve yourself. It comes from being saved. God's word comes from God. And some people may look at dependence on God as a weakness. It's sad for them because God offers abundant riches. He offers sustained love, power, blessings that no one can take away from you. You know, a book is just a book. You can read the words and behaviorally you can learn how to change, but it's just a book. God's word is alive and living. It is the bread of life. And what it gives you is life. The one thing we need to think about is that we really have been called to go down a road less traveled. We're not walking with the crowds. We're not walking with the traffic. We're not flowing with the flow. And when we become followers of Christ, we really are taking a path that many are not taking, especially nowadays. And we have to remember that. We have to remember the fruit in what we are doing and that there is purpose to that. In John 15:5, it says, I am the vine, you are the branches. If a man remains in me and I in him, he will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. It really is about walking with the Lord and trusting Him. That's where the fruit is. It's not in a bookstore, on a DVD, taking a class of self-empowerment, self-enrichment. That's not where you are going to find the fruit of who you are and what God has created you to be. And yes, it's a journey. It's a road less traveled that it can be hard. But remember what James said. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. God will give you that perseverance. He will give you what you need so that you will be mature and complete, and you won't be lacking in anything. In my devotional today, it read, "Come to me when you are hurting, and I will soothe your pain. Come to me when you are joyful, and I will share your joy, multiplying it many times over. I am all you need, just when you need it. Your deepest desires find fulfillment in me alone." Think about that. In Isaiah it says, "Shout for joy, O heavens, rejoice, O earth, burst into song, O mountains, for the Lord comforts his people and will have compassion on his afflicted ones." We are his afflicted ones. He doesn't want you going to a bookstore. He doesn't want you seeking help in the wrong places. Today, as I post this video, remember that. Remember God's word and seek it. Talk to Him. Pray to Him. And put away those self-help books. Stop going to the bookstore and getting lured into thinking you're not good enough. You need to change yourself. You need to be somebody different. God created you the way you are. And the way you are is a beautiful being. Inside and outside. Yes, even with a flaw that you think is a flaw, is something that was created by God and God alone. You are His. Remember that. Embrace that. It's a beautiful gift. It's a beautiful thing to remember. Don't forget it.